Welcome everyone to the Red Sox Racing Series, sponsored by NotYourAverageGreen.com. We appreciate, I did not mean to pop that up. We appreciate everybody tuning in for tonight's event, the final race of the season. It is championship night here for the Red Sox Racing guys as they set out to go 30 minutes of great racing action here for the NotYourAverageGreen.com Red Sox Racing Series as we get set to go. Qualifying is underway right now. On the board. Now we will pause this and cut this down. Let's get ready to go racing. So some big news coming out today. And what is the big news, you ask? Well, I'm going to tell you. So the chances are Tommy Ryan's going to win this championship. We already know that. I want to get this out of the way first. So while everything's going on, let me go ahead and get this. There is still a battle for the top four, for the other top four, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Joe Burchett, Ross Booth, Mark Wilson, all battling to see who can get second in points. There's also still a battle in fifth with Terry Dahl and David Berry and Mitch Heller. Still a good battle there going. So we don't really know what's going to happen with that, but we do know Tommy Ryan most likely is your champion. Let's just go ahead and put that out there. On a side note that I want to go ahead and mention, there is breaking news coming out of Red Sox Racing League tonight. This was just announced a few moments ago. They do plan to run another 6-week series right after this one before they go to their summer break. We was actually scheduled to go to summer break starting after tonight. Things have changed. So I'm going to explain what this is. The summer series number 4 will feature the new GT4 class, the BMW M4 GT4 against the Porsche 718 Cayman. Yes, you heard that right. It is hope that this will encourage new drivers to come in and join the Red Sox Racing Series, which is really awesome because, in my opinion, this is the best road series out there. I'm just going to be honest. So it will hope that they will add driver counts, but the main thing about this is one of the main reasons why they're adding this is because this is going to be possibly a multi-class series starting in the fall series starting in September. How about that? So that's pretty cool. We're going to be trying to add a multi-class series, not only GT4, but with the GTEs as well. So the series will begin on Tuesday, June the 10th. It's going to wrap up July the 23rd. There will be an off week for Canada Day and Independence Day. The schedule will be loaded with several fun and favorite racetracks, which is very awesome. So I'm going to guess we may see a track like Daytona on there. Maybe Watkins Glen. It's a popular track here on iRacing. But yeah, it's really, really interesting. We'll find out more about the schedule here soon. And just another series note, this is an opportunity for new recruits to get into the league by taking advantage of the iRacing marketing bump with the new cars. They are planning to keep the GTE series in the fall, of course, and add the GT4 if the experiment works. So this is more of an experience, but the GTE will stay the main priority. So that's pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie. I'm very much looking forward to it to see what happens as the next series concludes and hopefully bring some new blood into the series. But here you go. Here is what would have been possibly your season champion. This is Ross Booth out on track right now, but look up inside the top 4, or better yet, top 5. We got 3 Ferraris right now, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Very interested with that. That's really interesting. I like that. So, getting ready to go here in just a moment, as qualifying is getting ready to wind down, and we will show some guys here. As you see, Ross Booth out here on the track. 1:13.124 best lap was his last lap. We'll see if he can keep doing what he has done so far this season. As we get set. So I do see in the comments, of course, everybody pull for Mitch Heller. Great guy to pull for. We'll see what happens here tonight. But I'm looking forward to it. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on not only Facebook, YouTube as well. And Ross Booth does actually improve his time, does not jump up none. Puts down a 13.103. Joe Burchett starting his green flag lap, and this is going to have to be a good one. One of the things I was told about this track in particular is that, well, right there, you see how hard Joe's pushing. Turn one could be a doozy. But not only that, pit road going to be very tough and very important here. It's a very tough pit road to get onto. This is a very sensitive racetrack. It's going to be more of a draft track. From what I was told and what we think can happen, if certain cars work together, you can see cars actually break away from the field as long as they draft and stuff like that. So that's going to be very interesting for us to see how that plays out. Well, here we go. I think everybody's ready. We did have 20 cars in here. I think we might have Reed Rundle. Ryan Robertson right now, by the way. Looks like he might be your pole sitter. And, yeah, that's going to conclude qualifying. So here's your pole sitter, Ryan Robertson, with a 112.999. That is the first 112 I've seen all night. So congratulations to him on doing that. That's very awesome. I think that's everybody. So qualifying, ready to finish up here in just a moment as we get set to go green flag here in just a couple seconds. Let me get rid of this. It's been a good season, though. And that's been very impressive as we get set to grid up here from Homestead, and here's a look at your race information. I don't know why it's Celsius, so just keep that in mind. Still can't figure out how to change that, but there you go. Here's a look at Homestead and what the track looks like. A lot of drafting does take place on this course, so we'll see how that does. So, all right, gridding has begun. As we get set to go, you do see Ryan up front in the number 210 car. See if we can get a close-up of his car. There you go. Who to get on the front and side? There you see Tommy Ryan. Going to be your champion this season once again. Congratulations to him. Ross Booth was champion last season, who's going to be starting in third. Right behind him, we're still waiting on him to grid. And once he does, we'll show you Joe Burchett's car. And there's a couple other cars that have not gridded, but Ryan is starting up front here. Still waiting here for just a moment. Here's your look at your starting lineup. All right. And here's a look at Joe Burchett's car, followed by Dave Hill. Or David Berry, sorry. Right there as well. So here we go. Pace car is rolling out. Or Pace truck is rolling out. Once again, this race 30 minutes long. So it does not take very long at all to run this one. But it should be a good one nonetheless. One great look at the field. This what should actually go into nighttime here, I would expect. We'll have to wait and see, but we're like pretty certain that it will go into the nighttime. Pretty cool. I've never got to call a road course race here at Homestead, so it's pretty neat for me to be able to come in here and do this. Should be a very fun and entertaining race. As we watch the field work through the final sectors of the road course and back up onto the oval. This track pretty fast. We're seeing lap times about 112, 113s. Some 114s. I expect that to probably get a little bit faster here since the sun's starting to set. We'll have to see if it... Probably seeing a lot more 112s, I would guess. Waiting for the pace car to drop. Ready to get this one underway. By the way, if you are wondering, I know you guys in here pulling from Mitch Heller. He is going to be starting in P8. The pace truck is in. The green flag set to wave. Green flag is out in the air. We're racing here from Homestead. 30 minutes. Some great side-by-side action as we go down and fall into turn one. Oh, Tommy Ryan getting in trouble early. Oh, more trouble. They pile it in. That's Cold Tires taking advantage. Joe Burchett. Oh, more wrecking behind him. Mitch Heller is going around. More cars pile in. Big pile up in turn one. Let's see if we can see what actually happened here. Mitch gets the wheel spin. That's just Cold Tires right into the center. And we are back live. Oh, there's more. This is Tommy Ryder. Ross Booth is around. Ross Booth in heavy trouble. Did him and Tommy Ryan have... I've never seen so much craziness. Let's see. There's Dave Hill. Or, no, that was... I believe that was Dave Hill. There's Ross going around. Up in front, you see Tommy going around. Goodness gracious. So, Ryan Roberts is still out front. You see David Berry. Here's Joe Burchett getting some draft on the straightaway. Joe's going to look to the inside here, I would expect, as they cross the start-finish line. This is for second place. And you see him taking that spot for now. Let's watch him as he goes into turn one. That is a very dangerous position for him, especially this practice. But, wow. Craziness. Here's Tommy Ryan and Bill Paul Lucky. This is actually for fifth position. Dave Hill goes off track. Scott Hustad went off track as well a little bit further back. Dave Hill having trouble. You see him around once again. This is twice we've seen him go around. Oh my goodness. We have not seen this type of incidents occur here in a very long time for these Red Sox Racing League. Yeah, it's been a wild and crazy start. We expected these guys to get spaced out quick. I don't know why. Wow. Reed Rundle has moved up to fourth. You see him right here on your screen. Reed is up actually 3 spots from where he started. Let's check on Mark Wilson. Remember, he is in the running for at least a second position here in this season in the points. And here he is right now out on track running in P8. He is up 3 spots from where he started. Biggest dropper so far this afternoon in tonight's race so far is Ross Booth. 14 positions he's down on the track. After winning 3 races this season, he was one of the favorites coming into this one. You see William Cabela getting a little side by side with him and getting a little loose off the corner. Meanwhile, let's take a ride around with our race leader, Ryan Robertson, looking to get his very first win here this season. See how tricky that turn one is. He gets up on them curves. That's very easy to spin out there. You gotta be very careful doing that. You see him making all the way around into a right-hand turn right here. See how much elevation changes up and down. This elevation definitely could cause wheel spin. Very easily could. Let's actually show the time delta here. You see the gap. Joe Burchett has closed the gap up about 4/10 since the drop of the green flag. Right now showing 1.9 seconds back. You see him right there on the right side. You can see him on that little TV monitor. Robertson trying his best to stay out front. We will stay on board as he works through turns 3 and 4 of the oval track, right on the white line. This oval here, by the way, is actually a very tough oval to drive as he works out of turn 4. This is David Berry in P number 3 right now. He is actually up 3 spots as well in that number 14 car. National Guard, a sponsor on that car. There's Mitch Heller once again. He is down 6 spots after that spin. I don't see no damage right now, trying to get around Mark Krajowski as you see a little wheel lock up. Oh, almost contact between the two. The Minnesota Twins 944 almost making contact there with Heller. Still watching Mitch Heller right now, up 5 or back 5 spots where he started. Just looking around, you see Joe Burchett right up in front of him. He has ran down Ryan Robertson here a little bit. There's still a little bit of a distance. And further back, you see David Berry, Tommy Ryan, who has worked his way back up there. Tommy got really lucky. That could have went really bad for him. Somebody just crashed. Who was it? Mark Krajowski? There he is, sitting around sideways. Let's see what happened here. Right in front of Ross Booth. That could have been, oh, it was really close. That could have been horrible for Ross. And still not where he wants to be. As Mark's able to get back down in the way, back to 18th now. Here's Tommy Ryan. He is slowly catching David Berry, trying to utilize that draft. Right now, there's a Ferrari, 2 BMWs, and actually we got 3 BMWs inside the top 5. Tommy Ryan going to be your season champion. Pretty much no matter what happens, he will be your champion this season. Not the closest points battle that we've had over the past few seasons, but still a good one. Over the past 6 weeks, it has been consistency that has got him to the championship. So Tommy's going to probably just drive right here behind David Berry, I would expect, up until we get to the straightaway of the oval, before he tries to make a pass so he can utilize that draft. We'll have to watch him here for just a moment and see. here you go, seeing the draft. Watch this. He's going to pull along. The 14 going to go a little bit high. He's going to allow Tommy just to get underneath him and make that pass. That is the beauty of drafting and getting the toe down the straightaways in these cars. These things will actually draft really nice. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen leagues do ovals in these cars, to be completely honest. That would be pretty interesting. Dennis Griffin gets around Mark Wilson for P8. Mark Wilson falls back to P9. The point standings coming into tonight. Yeah, that's a great sponsor, by the way. The sponsor coming into tonight is, or not sponsor, I don't know why I said sponsor, the points wise coming into tonight, as I pop it up and actually have to check. Coming in, Tommy Ryan had a pretty good standing points lead. Joe Burchett leading by 1 point over Mark Wilson and 2 points over Ross Booth. Terry Dahl and Dave Hill are battling with David Berry to try to get into the top 5. So we're going to keep an eye on that as you look back at Terry Dahl. Love that pink car, by the way, that he drives. You see it right there. Hamburg on the side. And of course, like I said, he was racing David Berry and Dave Hill. David Berry right now up to 4th. Dave Hill is actually back in 15th. And trust me, top 5s. You see the point. There are pit stops on the bottom. That is actually happening already. That's kind of surprised. That's William Cabela on pit road. Not sure if that's scheduled, to be completely honest, but it looks like he has left pit road from what I'm seeing. We'll have to wait to see. Or actually, he's just now in pit road. Yeah, you see him actually in his box. There he goes, leaving pit road. 9.1 seconds. You do have to pit at least one time here for fuel. So you're not going to see guys take, 4 tires or nothing like that. Get a look here at our lap history from our leaders. Lap 5, 6, and 7, Burchett was definitely faster. Lap 8, not so much, 0.3 difference. Lap 9, it was really close at 0.030. And Roberts ran a 13.578 last time by. So lap times actually have been pretty steady, but still not seeing the 12s like I thought we would see. Robertson doing everything he can to stay out front here. And if we actually want to go back to Joe and look at him and Tommy's lap times, there you see it. Burchett faster on lap 6, not so much on lap 7 and 8. Not bad, but not fast, not as fast. And Tommy was a little bit faster, I believe. Double check something real fast. Yeah, so Tommy was a little bit faster on lap 9. On lap 8, Burchett actually was faster. So on 7 and 8, Burchett was faster. And I mean, this is closing in to our leaders. You can see them right here. Right there they are. First and second. Joe told me before the race he's never raced here before, so it's his first time actually in a race here at Homestead B circuit. Mitch Heller makes a pass. Moving himself back up to P12. Getting around Terry Dahl, so he is back 4 positions as we may have a wreck. There you go. You see Mark Kudrowski just went around. And he's back going again. As you can tell, he's pulling back out on track. So here's what Ryan Roberts is probably a little bit worried about. You see Burchett right there, allowing him to get that toe down the straightaways. This is going to allow him to save gas as well, so that will mean less gas the longer he tows. Behind that number 210 car. On pit road, Ross Booth has hit the pit road marker. See him coming down. Let's watch him. This is last year's season champion. Does got some damage to that wing. Remember, he was involved in that first incident or first lap crash. So he has decided to pit here just a little bit earlier, I think, than a lot of people normally would. And there you see him taking a quick repair. He'll be down the way here in just a moment. And that was a 9.8 second stop, by the way, for Ross Booth. And actually, it looks like Robertson has pulled the gap here a little bit. We can actually pop that up, and you guys can see the gap between them and the leader. Check getting caught right here behind this lap car, and you're going to see Williams just move over and let him go. Chris Wilder on pit road. Dave Hill also are on pit road. So as Les Turner's on pit road, pit exit 10.4 for Chris Wilder. Did not take tires this time. I think he actually made a mistake last week and took tires. So did not take tires this week, which is definitely a good thing. Do not need tires here as we come up on 14 minutes remain left in this race. Back up to our leader, Ryan Robertson. Will he pit this time? He will not. Joe Burchett not pitting. Tommy Ryan not going to pit. This is David Berry not coming down pit road. Reed Rundle. Oh, Joe Burchett's off track. Trying to get it back going, and somehow able to get it back going. As now he's behind lap cars. We'll just have to wait and see what actually happened here. Does not actually give up that second spot. You see right there, just getting hot. He's been having a lot of trouble in that corner tonight. Here looks for off tracks as well. Burchett with 2, Tommy Ryan with 2, Mark Wilson with 1, Ross Booth with 3. It's crazy. Oh, what just happened? Chris Wilder, did he have trouble? Yep, there you see him. See what happened. This was Bill Paul Lucky making contact, and around goes Wilder into 37, and he actually pulled forward. Did he actually get some of the wall here? He did right there, just a little bit. Not going to hurt him, but he will continue on. I don't know how Burchett was able to go through the grass like he did and actually come out and still be within seconds reach of our race leader. I mean, 2.9. He only lost a second after going way far out in the grass like that. That was absolutely insane. That's pretty crazy. You don't see that. Ed Sutcliffe is on pit road. Reed Rundle and David Berry. This is for position. Watch for Reed to make his move down on the oval section of the track, using the toe. 10.8 seconds total time on pit road stop for Sutcliffe. 41 total time on pit road. And Ryan Robertson has hit pit road. So Joe Burchett going to take the pit stop. Here comes Reed Rundle. He is hitting pit road. Kind of surprised to actually see him hit like when he did. Let's check our leader. As you see him coming down the pit lane. I think he's having trouble finding his pit box. He really went through all the pit boxes. I don't know if he's having trouble or what. But it should be the first one. Either way, here he comes sliding into his box, and he did make it in there pretty good. As we watch him. Let's see what 9.9, 38.867. Time on pit road. Now we'll wait for Joe Burchett to come down pit road. Mitch Heller has entered pits as well. You see Mitch right there, Reed Rundle right there in front of him. There's Heller as he is down in the way. Right now showing in 7th spot. We'll see if he stays there. And it just won't with all these sockets through. This is the only pit stop these guys actually have to make. As you see Joe Burchett. He'll probably be hitting pit lane. Yeah, he's going to come to pit lane this time. You see where pit lane is. Now you could gain a ton. James Pro still have trouble as well. But you could gain a ton of time here on pit lane. But you've got to be careful going in. Because it is very sketchy coming into pit road. I will definitely double check. Did Joe make up enough time on pit lane to make up the difference in what he lost? As you see Tommy Ryan, David Berry also on pit lane. You hear the pit limiter. That's what you hear in the car. As Burchett is in his box. And we'll wait and see what total time he has. As he revs up. And down and away. Did he make up enough time? 10 seconds, even a little bit faster on pit road than our race leader. But Ryan Robertson looks like he's going to be able to keep the lead for now. And we'll have to wait and see as you see the distance between them two. There's Tommy Ryan as well as he exits pit road. David Berry right behind him. Reed Rundle should be coming in. There he is. Now Reed actually did lose quite a bit of time here on David Berry. Actually lost about 4 seconds. Because he was right there on his bumper as well. Mitch Heller, by the way, is up beyond where he started. He started at 8th place, now showing 7th after that first lap problem that he had. As he continues now, as he works on Bill Pawlucky, this is actually 6th place. We're going to hop on board and ride with the driver of the 45. All the way down the first gear before coming on through the back stretch of the oval. And watch for him to make a move here, utilizing that toe down the straightaway and into the corners. You basically full throttle all the way through here. I don't think you lift at all. Let's see, Pawlucky going to try to hold that inside line. Watch for Heller to try to put a move here into turn 1. There he goes, looks to the inside. And Mitch Heller going to take over the 6th position. Reed Rundle goes off track. What happened to Terry Dahl? He is back on pit road. There's a penalty that is on the 53's car. Tough break there. Well, it hurts him. That's going to cost him a chance at the top 5 in this season points. Not sure what actually happened to Mark Wilson. He was back here as well. In the 17th position. He's not having a good night. You see the last lap time. Of course, I don't really like counting that too much because that is pit stop, so let's actually take that off for just a moment. Joe Burchett 4 seconds behind Reed Rundle. Tommy Ryan. Did he just have trouble? Yeah, Tommy Ryan have trouble. He goes off track. Let's back it up and see what happens. As he goes into the corner, goes wide. And there's the reason why he lost the spot. He's going to be your champion no matter what happens. So Dave Hill in the now 6th position. Mitch Heller did take away 5th spot just a moment ago. And I think Tommy Ryan actually went off track again, and I think he's good. I think Terry Dahl did as well. Here's what happened to Terry. Yeah, just sliding the tires and going through too much of that corner. That turn is so tough tonight in turn 1. And now he's really in trouble because he's just put it into the fence. And here's what happened to this. He goes wide. This was actually in front of our race leader, Ryan Robertson. And Ryan did not make contact. But did he have to slow down? Yeah, he slowed down a little bit. Joe actually closed the gap up about 7 tenths there in that exchange. So there you go. But we are down to about 5 minutes remaining as we come up on 24:50 here on the clock of a 30-minute race. Rod Robertson looking to go to victory lane for the first time this season. Don't think it's his first time ever by any means. But I mean, honestly, if you look at his standings, he hasn't done great. I mean, he's 15th in points. He did do pretty good last week at Suzuka, but he has done a fantastic job here tonight as Ryan continues to lead away. You're looking at him now as he works through turn 1 and 2. And as long as no mistakes, I mean, he should be able to put this in victory lane. That Ferrari's looking really fast tonight. There's James Prostell's car. I've always loved his paint schemes. You guys can see the walk-in all-timers paint scheme. Chrome. The 16 car. Right now he's up to 11th. He's up 6 spots from where he started. We are now down to coming up on 3 minutes remaining as Joe Burchett goes off track and into the barrier. This is big news for him. He needs to get going because points do matter. As you see David Berry going around. This is Tommy Ryan right behind him. Joe able to hold on to third for now, but keep in mind the big news in this one is that looking at the point standings, keep in mind, well, I think Joe's still going to be second in points as long as he stays in front of Ross Booth and Mark Wilson. Good job there for David. And Tommy, you see right there on the bumper as well. Mitch Heller's like, hey, do that again. But out front, we're coming to probably up on 2 laps to go here for Ryan Robertson as we hit the 27:50 mark. As we look a little bit further back, Reed Rundle and Bill Pawlucki. This is for the 8th or 7th position. Scott Hustad having some trouble. Not sure what happened here. Let's go back. It looks like he may have just spun here in this corner as well. He becomes another victim. Just so many people having trouble in the corners tonight here. Oh, gosh. Let's look at your last lap times. Reed Rundle, Bill Pawlucki, and Mitch Heller, your fastest last time by. should be on the white flag lap now for Ryan Robertson here in that number 210 car. David Berry second. Joe Burchett right behind. We're going to be trying to battle him for that second spot. Tommy Ryan right there as well in fourth. Tommy looking to become the season champion here tonight. Probably going to do so. The series coming to an end tonight. Keep in mind, the breaking news coming out was the announcement of the GT4 series starting here in just, I believe, 2 weeks, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, June the 10th, the start of the GT4 series will be kicking off. That's a special series these guys are going to be doing. So if you are looking for a league, make sure you try out for it because it's going to be fun. Coming to the checkered flag, Ryan Robertson is going to pick up the win here in the final race of the season. His first win this season as well. Battle for second. David Berry, Joe Burchett. Here they come. Nose to tail. Joe Burchett looks to the outside. David Berry looks like he might have it. It's close. David Berry gets it just by an inch. Tommy Ryan finishes in third or fourth, and Tommy Ryan is going to be your series champion here with Joe Burchett finishing second in the point standings. Third in the point standings. Looks like it's going to go to Ross Booth, I do believe. Yes, it will go to Ross. How about Ryan Robertson picking up a good win? Hey, it's good to see a new guy come in here and get a win. Not going to lie, it's awesome. For all the guys that's pulling for Mitch Heller, he does finish in the 5th position. As you look here at your winner here tonight. Of course, these guys do have to drive around in order to get the full points, if not as a 4-point penalty if you pull off the track and just exit out of the sim. See Tommy Ryan going around. Going to go celebrate his championship win. As you see him slowing down here on the straightaway. We're going to talk to him, though. We'll see how many we can get. As Tommy Ryan is going to burn it down. Pick it up. Finish in 4th place. Pick it up. The series champion here in the Red Sox Racing Series, one of the oldest racing leagues in iRacing, sponsored by Not Your Average Grain. That is a veteran-owned company. We want to thank them very much for the awesome sponsorship opportunities this season. They are a great group and veteran-owned. Check them out, notyouraveragegrain.com. And right now, local is the best way to go. So let's just be honest, or buying from a small business is. So with that said, let's talk to Ryan Robertson. Ryan Robertson, Adam Chapman up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, I got a copy. Hey, Adam.
Man, first off, domination. Where did this come from?
I don't know. It's been, I've finally found a groove with the setup lately. And I don't know, my direct drive wheel's feeling good. And I've just had speed. I haven't had consistency, though. And I was glad to pull it out tonight.
You did pretty well last week. What's it like, man? Explain the emotion right now, because you beat some of the best guys that's actually on iRacing that have dominated this season, let's be honest. And you come out here and, I mean, you put a spanking on them.
It feels pretty damn good. I mean, I don't know, man. It's like I said, I've had the pace for the past couple weeks, and it's just been consistency wise and to put out and like not mess up turn 1, which I've been struggling with in practice, is, I don't know, it feels pretty good.
Yeah, man, it was very awesome to see a new winner here, and not only that, I mean, you did it with style. I mean, that was unbelievable. But hey, shout outs and all that, man. Big win for you tonight.
Thanks very much. Shout out to you. Thanks for casting it. Shout outs to Les and Terry for running this, and shout outs to everyone for keeping it clean. So thanks.
Hey, good job, man. Congratulations. Big one tonight.
Thanks,
buddy. Next up, we're going to talk to our season champion, Tommy Ryan. You got a copy?
Yeah, man. 10-4.
Season champion. You've had that happen before, but that's one sound that you're not going to get old. That's not going to get old at all. Congratulations on another championship.
Yeah, I wish I had more. I wish I was a little more enthusiastic right now, but I did. I did not drive very good tonight. I made a bad mistake in the first corner and first lap, and ruined a lot of people's nights. I don't know what happens. I typically don't. I'm not the cause of that stuff, but when it happens, I know how it feels on the other end, and I know how guys feel, and I feel really bad about it.
For sure.
I almost killed the field on the last corner coming down the back opposite way, and I was like, "Come on, man, are you going to get your stuff together here? You're gonna wreck everybody, and then look like a fool." So I finally got everything kind of gathered up and got going. But yeah, I mean, it's a good season, man. I didn't win a single race, and
Yeah, which is interesting.
yeah, it's pretty odd that you can still win a championship and finish runner up a half a dozen times or whatever I did here. But Joe and Ross, and even Dave Hill, man, those racing around those guys is intense, and you really have to be on your game every single lap, every freaking race. And if you make mistakes, man, I mean, those guys typically don't. Joe made a ton in these last few. I was like, who's driving that car? But those guys typically don't make mistakes, and you could be off in a couple of corners, man, and you're going to finish podium at best. So I mean, it's great competition. The racing is really, really clean for the most part until I show up on the last race. But I'll stop beating myself up, and we'll celebrate this, and we'll go on to the next one.
I was about to say, do not beat yourself up. You earned the championship no matter whatever way you look at it. Consistency pays off at the end. Hey, shout-outs and all that, man, for this season.
Right. Patriot Fire, Northern Tool and Equipment, Coastal Safety Officers. Of course, Les, Terry, and whoever else sets up the practice races. I think Scott Husted, I think, was doing some of that stuff too. So Les has got some support. Thanks to you guys for putting on the broadcast, and everybody keeps watching. It's fun, man. That's all I can say. I'll be back.
You deserved it, man. Good job tonight.
Right on, man.
Thanks, buddy. Next up, Joe Chat putting it in third place. Joe, you got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Finishing second in the points, third in the race. That could have probably went other way around. You probably could have finished, second tonight instead of third because you was having issues with turn one all night. But all in all, man, another runner-up finish this season. Not bad, but I know you want one of these championships.
Yeah, first off, I just want to congratulate Tommy on the championship, Ryan on the race win. But yeah, back to what you're saying though. Yeah, I'd like to be able to pull one of these off one day and actually, be able to win one, win the whole thing. I've gotten better at being able to close out some races here and there and win a few these last few seasons, but I hadn't been able to pull the full season together to bring home a championship. And we're going to definitely work hard over the summer, and when we come back in the fall with the full GTE, normal schedule, I'm definitely going to be pushing hard. But I'm still proud of the effort. We was able to come home second again this season in the championship. Seems like that's kind of our number here recently is we can win a few races and finish second in the championship. But like I said, we are able to win a few, and I'm racing against guys that very rarely make mistakes. So if I screw up, it's basically
the same thing about you.
it's basically a done deal. If I screw up, they're going to go ahead and they're going to be gone. There's no way I'm going to be able to run them down or anything. There's a lot of people in here I've noticed this season that basically are the same pace that maybe the seasons before it just wasn't their track, and I've noticed you find the right track for the right people, and they're extremely fast. So I think everybody in this league is on an equal footing for the most part. And man, just once again, thank Terry and Les, man, for putting on this league, man. It's one heck of a league. I love coming and running these cars.
Yeah, honestly, it's one of my favorite leagues as well. So let me ask you another question. Can you take away from mistakes that you had this season and put that into effect for the next GTE season, not the GT4 season, but the GTE league?
Yeah, I mean, I thought of taking away from the mistakes I've made the last couple of seasons, finishing second to apply to this one, but it just seems like, every season there's something that, I just don't, calculate into my strategy or my, just thinking during the race and make the one oof and off the track or light them up too early in the race and spin out on the first lap or something and just put myself in a hole. I think I need to just start taking that Tommy Ryan, strategy and approach to these races. I don't need to go out there and win them. If I can just finish on a podium every race, there's a chance I can win this championship. I think so.
You do got a point.
That might be. I mean, it shows. The guy finished, I think, runner up 3 or 4 times this year, and I think his worst finish was maybe 4th or 5th, like he was tonight. I mean, when you come in there and you don't miss a race, so you don't have to use a drop week on that, and you don't finish basically out of the top 5 about every week, you got pretty much a good shot at walking home the champion. So I think we're just gonna work on our consistency in the off season. We're gonna plan to run the GT4 season just to kind of help with some participation in there. I haven't really run those cars that much, but we're kind of work on our consistency and get ready for the fall season.
Hey, you know how to do it, man. Shout outs and all that.
Everybody at Overtake Motorsports, all my personal sponsors, Swamp Dust Seasoning, Settlers Racing, Settlers Construction, and you guys for not you guys, but you for doing the broadcast
Got you.
every night. And Terry and Les and all the guys over and running the league, man. It's becoming, I think, my favorite just league in general to race on iRacing. Everybody is respectful the entire race. There's usually no arguing at all, and it's just fun to come over here. 30-minute little short race and put on one hell of a show every week.
Hey, good job on that, man.
Thank you, man.
Thanks a lot, buddy. So there you go, guys. That will do it here for us. Congratulations to Ryan Robertson picking up the win, but even bigger congratulations to Tommy Ryan picking up the season championship. That was awesome. Hope everybody enjoyed the broadcast. We'll see y'all next time. No broadcast tomorrow for me. I'll be back live on Saturday, I think. We'll have the announcement on ESPN Facebook. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a great night. Take care and God bless.